What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Loading Podcast, episode 13. My name is AJ.
And my name is Arthur. It is September 25th, 2019. How are you doing, my guy?
Today's a good day. I'm doing good. Thank you for asking.
Yo, today is a very good day. It feels really good, actually. Not gonna lie, I woke up this morning feeling refreshed. I feel good. I feel great. And yeah, like honestly.
Wake up, smell the roses, you know what I mean?
Yo,
get some sun.
Hear the morning ducks or geese, whatever, passing by my window like I do all the time and shit.
See the morning New York rat.
See the New York rat.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta hear that
the
one
bodega
argument.
cat. It's always custom to see the bodega cat.
You gotta hear that one argument that happens at the corner store because a person got their order wrong with the sandwich, and it's always in Spanish.
Oh yeah.
Yo, that's the funny part. But anyway, yo, how you been, dude? It's been a while since we actually.
It's been a while, yeah. Actually, now that you mention it, it has been a minute since we did an episode. The last episode was around 2 weeks ago because we decided let's take a week off. Let's make sure we have some news, and then we'll come back with an episode. And boy, do we got some news!
Oh yes, we do have some news.
But before we get into that, though, we got some other stuff we got to cover before we get into the really big stuff. As we all know, the state of play happened.
Yes.
But we're gonna save that a little for later. So let's just dive on into it. But before we get right into the news, I want to just ask you, what have you been playing recently? Like, what's been going on?
All right. Well, let me tell you this right now, right? So, you remember how Nintendo has those classic NES and SNES games if you have the Nintendo Online thing?
Yeah.
All right. So tell me how yesterday, right? Me, some of the guys, we decided to play some of those old games, right? And we were playing some of those old sports games. Like, I'm talking about tennis, Tecmo Bowl, Super Soccer, and I don't know why. That was some of the most fun moments that I've had playing a sports game ever. I am not even kidding you. Like, I literally told this to my friend Joe. We were like, yo, we're back in the 1990s. This is how people used to get down. This is how gaming nights used to happen. And then it came to a point where they were playing tennis on the NES, right? And I told them to put it at level 5 because, you know, real men put it on the hardest difficulty.
Wait, I want to let you finish, but I just gotta interject here. Tennis on the SNES?
No, not SNES. NES. 8-bit tennis action, my guy.
I can already see it. I don't know what it looks like, but I already know what it looks like.
So look, let me just try to sum this up real quick, right? You can't play against each other. You can only play together in doubles. Like, you know what I mean? The other two are computers. I told them to put it at the highest difficulty because real men do that. They could not get 2 points in a row out of them whatsoever because the guy in the front hit that ball so hard that, let me quote Joel, he hit like he had Thor's wrath. Every time he hit it, they could not score whatsoever. I was dying. Those computers back then who played those games, they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Them retro game AIs are something else.
They are. They're really something else. And I was just dying.
That's why you've been playing?
There. Yeah. Honestly, yeah. Blasphemous is going pretty good right now. Ritual of the Night is on a hold for now. And I did play that new Code Vein demo that came out.
Code Vein,
as one of my what's it called? One of my friends says, anime souls, because that's basically what it is. But it's good.
As for me though, what I've been playing, Astral Chain. I've been playing that game the whole time.
I heard, yeah,
it's really good. It's really, really good. The music is great. Visually, I'm impressed that it can run so well on the Switch. I would say in terms of switching things up with scenery, because this is not a open world kind of game. It's more of a linear structure.
Yes. And
I will say, the game reminds me a lot of. What's a good game to compare this to? I would say it reminds me a little bit of Batman, if I'm being honest with you.
Batman.
Yes, Batman.
Why? Because of the detective.
The detective work plays a way bigger role than what I thought it did. It puts you in this semi-open world structure area, kind of like similar to Yakuza. And they have different of those structures, and like I was really surprised by some of the influence that some of these backdrops took from the very first place they drop you into. That's not apart from the main area where you do all your stuff.
Yes,
it reminds me of New York City, Times Square. Yeah, it's a short little, like small little areas. Like I said, linear game you can explore. But while you're there, you can go straight to the main mission, or you can also do side quests. And they're like, every time you go there, there's always new side quests waiting for you. And these aren't like little side, like these are actually like, they feel like for full like little, not full missions, but like they feel fulfilled when I do them. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like a satisfactory feeling.
Yeah, it's not something that was like half-assed. They really put a lot of effort into like the side stuff. A lot of them aren't, not everything is voice acted, by the way, but I can see why they kind of did that. But I would say, from what I played, I'm on file number 6, like chapter 6, so I would say most of it is voice acted. So overall, good. Voice acting is also pretty good too.
That's great.
Yeah, the character customization is dope. And I would say also the fighting mechanics. See, when I first played the game, I didn't know if the fighting mechanics were going to be that great, because your only attack button really is the right trigger. And your Legion pretty much fights on his own. So I was worried about how that was going to work out. But the upgrade system is insane. Basically, as you keep playing the game, you can unlock more legions, as they call them. I call them stands.
You and almost 80% of the community.
Yeah, they all do different things. They all have their own ability. Like there's one of them where he literally takes you and puts you inside of his body, and you can fight him. He's like a big brute. There's one where it's like a dog, and you can ride on the dog like around places. You can use it to track. When you find items around the world and you need it for certain missions, you can give him scents to track, and he'll track down scents. He can find like treasure, and he has like this little treasure detector and shit. Like there's a lot of detail they put in the game, and each one has its own thing. There's one where you can be an archer, and you can shoot different things, and you have to use it to get power. And just the combos and all this stuff you unlock from the skill trees have been surprising to me. So I have a lot to say about this.
Not bad, actually. Sorry to like interrupt you there for a second, but I'm not gonna lie. Like when you were describing Astral Chain like that, I immediately got vibes of Judgment. I think you know what Judgment is, right? Yeah, the spin-off game from the creators of the Yakuza series. And it has very similar things, like you say. There's a lot of detective work, sleuthing, trying to piece things together with like a semi-open world type of thing. I think the only, just the difference is that this is more... Would you say that Astral Chain is very arcadey in terms of like the gameplay, like the fighting and all that, or
the fighting? Yes, but I will say, when I went into this game, I thought it was just gonna be like all fighting. The game actually breaks up the fighting quite a bit before you actually do it. There's a whole bunch of detective work that goes into it. There's a whole bunch of preparing that goes into it. Like you have to go to the infirmary and get your items, all your items beforehand.
Yeah.
What they do when you die in this game, they don't call it a life, they call it a battery.
Battery.
Yeah, battery. And you have, if you play it on the regular mode, which is the platinum standard mode, you get 2 batteries, meaning you have 2 more times to come back and try it out. And there's different items that can like refill your batteries and do all types of shit, give you all types of effects. The enemy, different types of enemies have been also interesting. I don't want to give any spoilers just yet, but one thing I will say, this is a slight spoiler. This is a slight spoiler for anyone that's watching this. This is a very slight spoiler.
Yes.
There's a part of the game. Okay, so as you know, you're the feds. You're the cops.
Yeah, you're the cops.
So there's a part of the game where you basically have to go undercover. Let's say.
Undercover.
Yeah. There's a part of the game where you have to go undercover.
For what?
Okay, so basically you're trying to do some detective work away from what the police know about.
Okay.
So and it gets really, really interesting. I won't say much more than that.
Okay.
But they got me.
They got you?
Yeah, they got me.
All right. That alone really drives my curiosity to play this game. If I didn't before, I definitely want to now. So, actually, just a quick side note. I don't know why I got Astral Chain and Code Vein mixed at one point.
Wow.
I don't know why, but yeah, that's just great. I'm really glad that you're having fun with Astral Chain. It's a great game, honestly. Platinum Games almost never disappoints when it comes to their like really big hits.
One more thing. One more game mode play style, I should say, that they put in there for difficulty options.
What?
They put an option that basically lets the game play it for you. They just fight everything automatically. Like,
including your character?
Yes. And it's basically just for you to enjoy the story. I never really played it, but hey.
Well,
it was there.
Yeah, if you want your video game to be a movie, then by all means, go ahead.
Yeah, but anyway, let's talk about some other stuff.
Yes. Speaking of which, I think the first thing we should talk about, since we were on the topic of you playing Astral Chain on the Switch.
Yep.
Nintendo Switch Lite is finally out.
It is.
What do you think of it so far? Like, based off of like all the stuff that we know of the Switch Lite, what are your thoughts going into its release?
Well, can I just say, Switch Lite, very interesting device. I would say one thing that I did find out after some research I've done, I've seen that it runs a little hotter than the regular Switch because, of course, it's in a smaller form factor.
Of course.
But I will say that the grip feels more sturdier because, as you know, the Joy-Cons are not. They're removable, so you know what I mean. Like you can feel a little bit of bend in them when you play sometimes.
Yeah. Have you actually held or used the Switch Lite yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay. So this is just like going off of like user experiences that you've looked up on. Okay.
Yeah, as we all know, no docking function.
No docking whatsoever.
Yeah.
Battery life. What is it looking at? Do you know?
All right. So here's the thing.
Because I think that's a big thing with
when
this
they
one.
first announced the battery, they said it was going to be better than the Switches that launched with them. But as we all know, they released the soft release, this new version of the Switch, which the battery on that soft released version of the Switch is actually better than the Switch Lite.
Wait a minute. So the updated
slightly
better than Lite's battery life.
Indeed.
That's a little bit backwards, don't you think?
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. Because isn't the Switch Lite's main attraction is, one, it's cheaper, and two, it's more for handheld gaming. Like once again, you mentioned the whole no dock whatsoever, which means you can only play this from the console itself, which means no TV access whatsoever. Which, like we've said before on this podcast, I tend to use the Switch more as the console, like a handheld, rather than on the TV. But having a battery life that is slightly worse than the regular Switch, it just seems a little bit confusing to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but it still is better than the first gen Switch that was launched.
Okay, well that's good because that's probably
the
when
first gen Switch was like, what they said, 2.5 to
3 hours at most.
6.5 hours playing certain games.
Oh yeah,
like indie games or whatever. Switch Lite is 3 to 7 hours.
Okay, well that's still not bad, but I was expecting more. I was hoping at the very least 4 to 8 hours. You know what I mean? I think that's a good balance.
That's pretty in the ballpark, honestly.
Yeah, 4 to 8 hours is, I think, pretty good because you got to remember this isn't like.
But then again, you got to remember it's $200.
Yeah, it's $200, which is a great price point for the games that you get access to. These are AAA quality games. We're not talking about no handheld ports of video games that exist on consoles. We're talking about the full experience. Like, you can play Mortal Kombat. Soon it's going to be Witcher 3, Dead by Daylight, Overwatch.
Yeah. Also, I before we just go into that, I just want to also just bring up, because if I'm comparing it to the first release Switch and the Switch Lite, I also have to compare it to the newer release Switch.
Yes.
So what did I say? The regular Switch was what, 2.5 hours?
2.5 hours to 6.5.
All right, now the new Switch, the red box one, is 4.5 to 9 hours.
Okay, that's actually great.
To 9 hours.
That's actually pretty good.
I see what you're saying, Arthur, but I feel like if they really want people, if you're really trying to hit a market where they want better battery life, I think they should just go ahead and just get the actual fucking Switch.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
See, that's why
you're getting that, and you're getting all the other stuff too that Switch is known for. You know, the dock, all that.
The dock, the removable Joy-Cons.
It makes sense to me that the one that costs more has the more battery.
Okay, well, yeah, I can see that. But Like
37 hours ain't bad either. That's still better than the regular Switch.
Yeah, it's still better than the regular Switch.
It's an improvement.
Yeah, it's better than my Switch.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see where I was like coming from a little bit, where I'm like, oh wait, really? But then the more you think about it, yes, you're like, okay, Nintendo would want people to buy the regular Switch.
It's a budget Switch, and by the way, no vibration at all.
Yeah, no vibration.
No HD rumble, no regular
Could that
rumble.
actually, isn't that like a good way to save battery too?
Yes, also that heavily reduced the weight for the Switch Lite. It's a lot lighter.
Really?
Than the regular Switch.
Huh. Like I'm holding my Switch right now, and having something lighter than this is actually wow. That's impressive. Not gonna lie. But yeah. That's
cool. That's cool. I feel like there's definitely an audience, especially these little kids. Kids are gonna love it.
Kids are gonna eat it up, and I'm gonna be honest.
Young adults gonna love it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I said this when they released the trailer, like just the information about the Switch Lite. I'm not a big fan of the colors.
My favorite color is gray. That's me though.
Yeah, I feel like the best one to me is the gray one. I don't like the yellow one, and I don't like the light blue one. They just, like I said in the other
turquoise
podcast,
or
whatever it is. I just feel like it's too childish. But then again, I understand that they're going for like the kids that just want to play the Switch on the go whenever they want, or the parents that just want to be like, "Yo, shut up, here, play some Switch."
Yeah. I think that's about it, right? Let's move on. Let's move on. That's it for Nintendo. But let's go ahead and get into the PlayStation Plus games for October coming up. Mm-hmm. By the time this releases, October will be pretty much, it wouldn't be there, but it'd be right around the corner.
It'll be right around the corner.
So for the October games for PlayStation Plus, we got MLB 2019 and The Last of Us Remastered. The Last of Us Remastered.
Great.
Never played it. Never played The Last of Us. I've been putting it off for a very, very long time. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of glad I did because now I don't have to pay for it.
Now you don't have to pay for that thing.
Thank you, Sony.
I played a little bit of it.
Cha-ching.
Because I got it on sale. Yeah, no. Embrace that. We out here in the broke gang. You already know.
But nah, continue. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. I was saying that I got Last of Us Remastered on sale for I think $10, which it was on I think a PlayStation Christmas sale for PlayStation Plus users. Played about an hour of it. Never played it after that. I don't know. I think it was because I had a lot of games on hold. And I just got it off of like, it's a sale. Why not? And I heard it's great, and it's a phenomenal game. But yeah, I think this is going to be a good time to, see exactly what makes this game great. And now that it's free, everyone really, if you don't have a PS4 and you have not played Last of Us, and you don't get it when it's free, you have absolutely no excuse to not playing it at this point, unless you just do not like the game whatsoever.
Yeah, and I know you actually bought one of the older MLBs.
Yes, I bought MLB 2015. Back when I first... Actually, no, not even 15. 14. Because this is when I first got my PS4. And I wanted a game that I knew I was going to play for a while. And I haven't bought an MLB game in over 8 years before I got that game.
So how do you feel about this being free?
Well, I like it, but then again, I know this is a niche market.
Yeah. Do you feel like you're going to be playing it a lot?
I want to say yes, but then again, at the same time, I have my MLB fix with 2015. 2019, obviously, is going to have some improvements. And
I'm assuming it's been a long time since you played it.
Yeah, it has been. I think like almost 2 years now. So, hey, I'm still going to try this out because, I do like baseball.
As multiplayer?
Yes, it does have multiplayer.
You might have to see me, bro. I don't know. I don't know. And The Last of Us has multiplayer too. Don't forget.
I forgot. Wait, is the multiplayer still active?
I'm assuming it is, especially if it's coming out for free. It's probably about to get another surge.
Yeah, Modern Warfare definitely got a surge when it was free, right?
Yeah, but that's the light stuff. I feel like that's the light stuff out the way. We're already damn near 20 minutes in.
Yes, and now for the big boy, the big meat of this PlayStation State of Play.
Yep, this happened literally the day before we recorded this podcast.
Mm-hmm. And we got a whole ton of news, which I think we should start off, since we were talking about Last of Us.
We got to start off with the biggest stuff. One, I know they saved it for last, but we're going to cut all the other stuff out the way. We're going to touch on it after. Let's go straight to what we really want to know. The Last of Us 2.
We finally have a release date. February 21st, 2020. I like it when the notes I put 20... I put TH instead of ST. So at first I was so confused to be like, wait, what am I saying? But yeah, February 21st, 2020. That's actually very close. Honestly, I'm sorry to like cut you off real quick, but I honestly thought they were gonna release this in the summer of 2020, not at the beginning.
Yeah, honestly, I know how long these games take to develop.
Mm-hmm.
But I was not expecting a early. That's a winter release. That's not even a spring release. That is a winter release.
Mm-hmm. That's gonna be one of the big games of 2020.
Now I don't want to be a negative Nancy or anything, but you think it's about to get delayed?
I don't think so.
I didn't want to be that guy.
I don't think so, because when Sony announces their releases, there is rarely a delay. Aside from Days Gone? I think that was the only one that I can really think of that's like a big Sony release that got delayed. God of War came out the day that it was planned, when it got announced. I think Spider-Man did. What else? Last of Us. Not Last of Us. Uncharted, I think, did too. I can't really... I may be saying something that is untrue, but that's what I feel.
I'd say that's kind of untrue because Uncharted 4 got delayed.
Hard?
Pretty bad, I would say.
Oh, I actually never knew that. Okay.
It was supposed to come out in 2015. It came out in 2016. Mm-hmm. This is about the same company, by the way. So, and my concern doesn't just stem from this game, like me not wanting it to come out. It just comes out of concern of if the game is still being worked on and polished on. Because February is kind of right around the corner if you think about it.
Yeah.
That's right after Valentine's Day.
Then again, they've had a long time to work on Last of Us 2.
But they worked on a bunch of shit in between Last of Us 2, though.
Yeah, it's Naughty Dog's that's working on it, right?
Yeah.
What was the other game that Naughty Dog made in between?
Uncharted.
Oh yeah, Uncharted. I forgot about that.
Hold on, I can pull up a list of all the games that came out with over the last few years.
Yeah, with Naughty Dog, right?
Yep. Let's see.
Because I don't know. I don't think it's gonna get delayed. Like, you can quote me when we do the podcast on that day, but I
hope not. I would hope not. I hope it don't get delayed, but I don't know, man.
I mean, if they're ready to send it out, then by all means, I hope that it's just as good, if not better, than the first one. But yeah, I can't think of anything. They've had a long time to work on this. Like, Last of Us 1 came out, I think, 2013, right? So it's been 6 years.
When did the remaster come out?
Remaster came out, I think, a year afterwards, because it was in that weird time gap where it got released.
2014, yeah.
It got released on the same year that the PS4 got released as well.
Okay, well, hey, what do I know?
Dude, at this point,
did you see the trailer though?
Yes, I saw the trailer.
What do you think about it?
Looks cool. I still like Ellie's, like, grown up design.
We gotta talk about what happened though.
Well, yes, we do.
Did Shorty get shot?
I don't know. It looked like she did. Like, oh my god.
And Joel.
Yo, my boy Joel. Fuck. Ah, crap. Well, hold up. Let me bring this back up. What was it?
Okay. So while you pulling that up, I just want to say, visually, I saw a comment and this made me question this too. Visually, the game, it looks good, but it didn't look like something that would be like next gen. So I'm wondering, when the PS5 comes out, do you think they're gonna have Last of Us Part 2 remastered and then make it even higher fidelity? What are the chances of that happening? Because The Last of Us did not launch with the PS4; it came out after the PS4 came out.
Yes.
And as we all know, there was no PS5 release date. It could be coming maybe 2020, maybe 2021 for all we know. So, what are the odds of seeing a Last of Us 2 remaster right around the corner?
Well,
like same thing for Last of Us.
Well, I don't know if I mentioned this when we were talking about the PS5 leaks in our podcast. I think I did, but there was something that I read about where the PS5, there's rumors that all PS4 games will work, like it's backwards compatible with PS5, because the upgrade from PS4 to PS5, how would I say, like the PS4 is already capable of like outputting great like graphics and just games in general that are still going to be released. So having a PlayStation 5, and it just, I don't know, it just makes sense. If that is true, I don't think there will be a Last of Us 2 remastered, because you could just get the PS4 game and just play on the PS5.
Did Sony say, is that confirmed?
No, it's not confirmed.
Because
that's why
everybody thought there was going to be backwards compatibility for the PS3.
That's why I'm saying it's just a rumor. If that is true, then I don't think they will. If it's not true, then they probably will.
It better be fucking true.
It better be true.
They better not do another PlayStation now.
No. I don't want to stream games that I used to have before. I want to take those games and put them in the system and play them like I used to.
Yeah, okay, but I felt like we spent way too much time on that.
Yeah.
I felt like that was cool. It looks good. I was very impressed.
Joel looks so he looks old. He looks old.
Yeah. Oh god. I hope nothing happens to Joe. All right, nothing happens to Joe. But all right, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Now, out of this presentation, to be honest, a lot of it didn't really stand out to me. There were a few little things that I saw that kind of caught my attention.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just run through the list. One of them was called After Party. This game about escaping hell.
It's a co-op 2D adventure game, right?
Yeah,
from what it looked like.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I would say the art style's fire. It just looks awesome. It looks interesting, like a DreamWorks movie.
Mm-hmm. I told you this when we were watching it, but I got a lot of Guacamelee vibes in terms of art style, not gameplay or anything. I don't know why. I know it's probably nowhere near what Guacamelee was, and it's probably not made by the same developers. But I don't know. I just got that weird vibe. It looks fun. Don't get me wrong. It looks fun. If you have a friend, probably great time. Great time.
Yeah.
We're
doing rapid fire. We're doing rapid fire. So
yeah,
let's just.
All right.
That game looked interesting though. I want to see more. That's
yes.
Watam.
This
was a game that when I saw the title of this game, I still couldn't even pronounce. I couldn't even pronounce it properly.
Mm-hmm.
This font was weird as hell. All I saw was that this is from the creator of Katamari
Damacy. Or
yes.
Damacy, whatever you want to pronounce it.
Yes.
Have you ever played that game? Just real quick.
Yes, I have.
Really?
A very long time ago. But, okay, so here's the thing, right? This game was actually teased back right when the PlayStation 4 first came out. I don't know if you remember this. I had to look it up myself.
No, I did not.
It was in 2014. There was a trailer way back in 2014 of this game. And I had to, like, go back. I was like, okay, this looks cool. But then when I saw what it looks like now, it looks completely different. Like, the gameplay was very odd. It reminded me of something that made me look... It looked like Animal Crossing mixed with, like, a Nick Jr. TV show.
It wasn't that already what Animal Crossing was?
Mixed with, like, Minecraft. That's all I can explain it to you. Like, I don't know.
I'm just confused. You remember at the end where they had like a little map come down, and it's like, "Hello."
It was very confusing, but the art style looked beautiful. That's all I can say.
That's really all I can say too.
Will I play it? I don't know.
We'll see. We'll see how it is. Anyway, one thing that did catch my attention, because I have played this when I was younger, is a Medieval remake that is coming to PlayStation 4. The demo is currently out right now, which I have to try it because I remember having so much fun memories with that on PlayStation 1. I'm assuming, have you ever played it?
No, I don't think I caught this one.
Really?
Oh,
it's the one with the skeleton.
I saw it. I did see it.
The one with the skeleton, yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, bro. This shit looks type boring. I'm not gonna hold you.
Real?
I'm not gonna hold you, bro. I saw it. I was like, pre-order to get a fucking a fucking attachment for your head. I'm like, oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, it's a skull. Some Nightmare Before Christmas shit. It didn't. Really.
Hey, it was fun. It's a fun game. But anyway.
It looked old.
Well, of course.
And, like what kind of game? When did this come out? Is this a remake? Is it a remaster?
It's a remake of an old PS1 game that was very, very fun. I didn't get to finish it because my disc got scratched up, but I remember it being fun, and I can't wait to see what they're doing. It looks good. And I think I'll just leave it at that. But anyway,
if it's free, I might try it. If
it's free, well, you can try the demo.
I don't know. I might pass on the demo.
All right. Fair enough. But anyway, another trailer that is coming. This is the big one.
Oh yeah, Modern Warfare. Okay.
Yes.
Let's just get that out the way. I'm not impressed by your goddamn CG trailer. I've seen this shit a million times. We know the story of Captain Price. All right, cool. That's it. wasn't impressed. Sorry.
That's perfectly fine.
Sorry, I know because you were telling me you liked the trailer and oh my god, it's good to see this shit again, trailer. Even though they literally just gave you the shit like three fucking games ago.
I did like this trailer because it just looks good. It looks like a lot of fun to go through.
It looks good, Arthur, because it's not real, my nigga. That's not the gameplay. That's CG.
I know that's not the game. That's not the gameplay. That's the CG. But just the story of like terrorists having all these nuclear weapons and then trying to like liberate a civil war. From what it looks like,
I'm bored.
You're bored.
I played this like I played this Call of Duty at least 5 times, bro. That's what I feel like. I played this exact same story at least 3 to 4 times, bro.
Okay.
I'm just no. No. I don't even play Call of Duty for the campaign. I mean, I'm damn sure not buying it. So.
No, that's fair.
No,
that's fair. I liked it personally. I liked it, and I just love seeing this reimagined Captain Price and his new voice actor. Ooh, that shit is nice. It's definitely better than
this is how they get these nostalgic niggas right here. They show them that CG bullshit and niggas eat it up, bro.
All right. Anyway, what's it called? But also, including for Modern Warfare, we got to play the beta.
The beta came out. It was fun. A lot of bugs that concerned me because I know that if they're in the beta and the game comes out next month.
Yes.
Next month.
Yes.
That shit's not getting fixed. It's not gonna get fixed.
I will say, for anyone from what I've heard and from what I saw on people who had PS4 Pro and all that kind of stuff, they really didn't encounter a lot.
But we encountered bugs.
Since we had the original.
We got to speak
PS4.
on our experiences.
Yes.
We had a lot of problems.
I had a lot of bugs.
And when we got into the games were mostly fine, except for the fact that they kept throwing us in the fucking games that were already going.
Yep, that is true. I mean, Call of Duty has always done that. Actually, no, it's been a while, actually, since they've done it.
But can they fix it, though? Yes, they can.
They can fix it, yes.
But what would they rather do? Here's a loot box. Go fucking crazy.
That is true. And I don't like that about them, but listen, game...
I'm still going to buy it.
The game looks good, and it plays really well. I had a lot of fun playing it. And if I had fun playing it, then honestly, that's just enough for me to warrant my purchase for it. That's really all I can say about that, honestly. I have fun playing it. The cross-platform is going to be great. I know I'm going to have a lot of fun playing it with my friends on PlayStation.
That's a good point. Cross-platform between Xbox and
PC.
And PC? And PS4 as well?
Mm-hmm.
So
all three of them can play with each other.
Okay, that's a positive. Let's talk about the positive. I don't want to seem like a hater, but I did have to get that shit off my chest because they do this shit every year, and I'm still upset. Yeah, I'm still upset. I don't care. But
that's fine.
No lie though. I'm not gonna cap. I had fun. I had a lot of fun playing the game.
You had a lot of fun blowing people up.
That is true. That is true.
This man ran across the map.
Yeah.
This man ran across the map every match with a freaking rocket launcher. And his only goal was to blow up as many people as possible. And
I'm talking shit, but I'm going to have Call of Duty gameplay all throughout this fucking podcast.
And we're going to see the amount of people you've destroyed and how many people you pissed off, too, on the other team with your stuff. I remember there was one kid that was saying, like, he's running around with a rocket launcher. And then when you heard that, you were dying. And you were like, I'm going to keep doing it. Oh, yes, like you were saying.
Okay.
The new engine.
Let me. I said the negative first, so I gotta give it the same amount of positive.
Mm-hmm.
That was the most fun I had with Call of Duty in a long time. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm.
I will say the new engine looks great. The new animations look great. I like the small things they added. The animations when you throw tactical weapons, grenades.
Mm-hmm.
They kept the slide. I would not have preferred the slide in this game, if I'm being completely honest, because that's not even Infinity Ward's thing. That's
Treyarch.
That's Sledgehammer's thing.
Well, they made it first with the Black Ops series.
Black Ops had the dolphin dive.
Yeah.
But I said the slide.
Oh, the slide.
Because they don't have a dolphin dive in Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Which is what I would have preferred.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a slide in Modern Warfare.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say.
Yeah, let's keep it real. Dolphin dives over slides any day of the week.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The slides are probably more practical, but the dolphin dive is just more fun. The dolphin diving off of a window and killing yourself will never get old. It will never get old. It is the funnest thing. Remember Black Ops 1?
But why not both, Arthur? Why not dolphin dive into a slide, chest forward?
Mm-hmm. How would that work?
Exactly like I said it would work. That's how it worked. That's how it work, my guy. Think about it. You dolphin dive forward. If you're at a downward slope, you'll go down.
Mm-hmm.
Apex, my guy.
Apex, yeah, but Apex just has the slide.
It's the same shit.
Apex don't have a dolphin dive.
I know, but the way that they slide in Apex, imagine it like that in Call of Duty, but it's a dolphin dive.
That would hurt like hell, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't the regular dolphin dive hurt like hell? Wouldn't the regular slide hurt like hell? Like, what do you...
The slide, I think, would be a little bit more practical.
Not if you're going down fucking concrete, my brother. No.
Well, of course.
I don't agree with that statement.
Of course not with concrete.
Even dirt, you still gonna get fucked up.
I know, but compared to sliding down with the gear on your legs, compared to belly flopping.
Listen, I said what I said. God damn it! If they can put emotes of us dabbing on the team that we killed in Black Ops 3, then I can want a fucking dolphin dive. God damn it!
Maybe one day we will have it back.
You can hit a wall on somebody's corpse, but a dolphin dive is unrealistic.
Yes. With Modern Warfare, I love the new engine that they have. Yes, especially now that it's able to just do 32v32. Which I thought was unheard of.
Oh, yeah. Let's go down the game modes. Ground War.
Yes. Ground War.
Fun game mode.
It's probably, honestly, it's the best game mode in the game.
In the beta.
In the beta, at least. Yeah, I can't say game because it's not out yet. 32v32 is something I never expected COD to ever go down. And for the most part, it was very fun. It was definitely a lot of action. It doesn't feel like Battlefield, which is good. Because Battlefield should always feel like Battlefield, and that's why you play it. COD's version of their 32v32 is definitely a lot faster pace than Battlefield is. Like, when we were playing, almost all the action would always be on the C and D flags, or the B and C flags.
Yes, and also, let me add that the vehicles felt really well. I would have liked to see more vehicles, though. That's my only complaint. That's all I like to say.
You know,
what they had tanks, ATVs?
They had ATVs
and helicopters, right?
They had one helicopter. You couldn't shoot out of it. It was mostly for transport.
I would have liked to see a helicopter with a
at least a machine gun.
Or you know what I really want to see, bro? Planes. I know the Ground War map is very small.
Yeah, with planes.
But when I say planes, I don't mean
like cruiser jets,
like Battlefield plane. I mean like UAV planes, like slower. Joints that you can jump out of and parachute out of, because there are parachutes in this too.
Mm-hmm. Well, the thing with planes is that it's kind of hard because, like you said, the map is pretty small compared to like a Battlefield size map. So for the plane to actually come in, they would need a lot of space to get enough turbulence or speed in order to get up into the air. Helicopters can work because they immediately just come up into the air.
No, I mean, like, you could spawn, like, think of it like this, right? I think I might have explained it in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
But think about it like this. You have the top-down view, and you could just spawn into a plane. You don't take off from the ground, and you can just use it to eject whenever you want and parachute down to wherever.
Okay, well, that actually sounds not bad. It actually sounds pretty cool. Not gonna lie. Although, what I'm thinking of is, like, since we already have, like, the kill streaks that are active in this, and a lot of them are like flying based kill streaks. Like the AC-130 is back, the chopper gunner's back, all that kind of stuff. If you have vehicles that do that job, it almost defeats the purpose of earning those. You know what I mean? Like if you have like as much as I want a helicopter with a machine gun, if that was available in the map, that would kind of defeat the purpose of the chopper gunner.
Yes, but I feel like if they gave it a limited amount of ammo, it could balance itself out.
Yeah, I feel like if it was piloted by multiple people, it would be fun. But once again, like just the kill streaks, if they want to make it work, especially since they want to add kill streaks in this mode, they have to keep it like that. Or they'll probably find some workaround. I was thinking, imagine if we have a map where we have boats.
That would be fire, yeah. And there's only one map in the beta as of now, but I don't know what's.
So we don't know how many other maps they're gonna include with this mode. My best bet is it's gonna be 3.
But overall, I have positive things to say.
Yeah. And there are the negatives that I will always that will always point out, especially because it's COD. And COD always has a lot of negatives, especially the big, greedy loot box systems that they recently been adapting into every single one of their games. But hey, it's at the end of the day, it's your choice.
Oh yeah, wait, and they still didn't fix the host shit either.
The what?
The host shit.
The host shit.
If the host leaves, the whole lobby gets fucked.
No, I think that one time it was just unlucky because the servers were just acting like shit. That does not happen anymore. I'm telling you, it does not happen.
So if it's gonna happen in the beta,
hopefully
that means it's gonna happen in the full game because they don't change anything, Arthur. They don't change anything. How you gonna have a beta a month before the game comes out and call it a beta, nigga? This is a demo.
Because they can fix small issues that the community persists.
But are they, and have they done in the past?
They have with Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, and I think Infinite Warfare. But no one gave a shit about Infinite Warfare. They do.
Arthur, no offense, man.
They do.
I think that's fucking cap. I think it's cap. I'm sorry. That's just what I think, though.
You think it's cap?
I think it's cap. I think what you're gonna do is they will improve the service overall. There'll still be problems, and there'll be a whole bunch of loot boxes.
Mm-hmm. The loot boxes, yes, I can confirm. I don't like to confirm it, but yes, there will be. There will be supply drops. I guarantee you that. It's just how they handle them that is the big concern for me, because there have been COD games that have handled it well, or you can be like Treyarch and make them handle like shit. Like, you know what I mean? As long as it's in a way that's fair, like people who grind out the game can still get the weapons, like it was in Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, then that's fine. As long as they don't put game-breaking stuff in it. If it's cosmetic stuff or it's like exclusive guns, I really don't care.
Listen, I appreciate you wanting to keep a positive outlook on this game.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say, I'll say something. Every time I had a positive outlook on a Call of Duty game, I just get disappointed every single time. I'm done doing that shit, okay? I'm done doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, the game was fun. It was fun. I'll give it that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. I ain't putting $1 on this game until I see what this game looks like after it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
That's just me.
That's fair. Listen, like I was saying before, at the end of the day, it is your choice. Do you want to play this? And if you do, and if you are going to have fun with it, if you know you're going to have fun with it, you're going to be playing it, then by all means, go ahead. If you know that it's going to be the same shit, and you know that, like, down the line, you're not going to be playing it, just do not buy it. Think about what you're going to be purchasing, and just understand, what you're getting into.
All right, good. All right. I think it's a good place to end it off.
Yes, we are at the 44-minute mark. Wait, let's talk that for a while.
Yeah, indeed. All right, so I think it's a good place to end it. No anime news again this week because
no anime news. I will say next week I think is when the winter anime starts to come out. So all your My Heroes, your continuing animes.
Wait, My Hero comes out next week?
I think.
Wait. No.
I know it's a couple of weeks.
Oh, okay.
I know it's a couple of weeks as a confirmed fact. But
it will be starting up soon, though. Is what
it will
saying.
Definitely be starting up soon.
All right, bet. All right, so let's do the wrap up now. All right, guys, if you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like, comment if you're watching this on YouTube. Make sure you can also listen to it on our other platforms. You already know we do this through Anchor. You can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and pretty much anywhere else you listen to podcasts, Stitcher Radio.
We are on it.
Yep, XYZ. But also, guys, we actually have a new feature now on Anchor. If you go to our Anchor page at anchor.fm/The Loading Podcast, you can leave us a voice message now.
Really?
You can leave us a voice message now, so you can interact with us. We can do Q&A sections. Leave us a question. You know what I'm saying? We'll get to it. So definitely do that.
We can actually maybe do like a little section where we can answer you guys' questions every week.
Yep. And as you guys already know, this podcast is streamed live on YouTube every Saturday morning at 9 a.m.
Me and Arthur will always be there, hanging out, having a good old time listening to the podcast.
Yep. So if you're up on a Saturday, you know what I'm saying, pull up.
Yo, come through. I promise we aren't mean. We just love to have a good time with everyone.
Yeah.
We may make the occasional meme and controversial joke, but that's literally who we are at this point.
Socials.
Yes.
I'm at Aaron Ryder everywhere. ARANRYDER.
And you can find me at Arthur_ASP, ARTHUR_ASP on all of my social media accounts: Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. You can find me on there.
Yeah. Last thing. People, please don't forget to rate us 5 stars on iTunes. Rate us 5 stars on iTunes, please. It helps the podcast grow, helps us get exposed to more people, and helps us bring you guys more content. Don't think just because you take a week off, we're going to be slacking now. No.
Oh, no.
We're back at it.
You see, this was just for the news. And honestly, just to gather our bearings so that we can have a loaded episode that we could talk about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for real. All right, So I think that's about it, guys. So once again, do all that other stuff. And if you enjoyed, my name is AJ.
And my name is Arthur.
And this has been the Loading Podcast episode 13. Have a good one.
See you guys next time.